welcome back to Time Saver Kitchen. Next, let me tell you about what I'm going to make today.
Today I'm making a crusty high-rise sourdough loaf, one that's got a beautifully tall rise, a crackly golden crust, and an airy tender crumb inside. I'll walk you through each step so you can bake this impressive loaf right in your own kitchen. Let's mix the dough. Place a large bowl on your kitchen scale and reset it to 0. Add the starter. If you accidentally add too much, simply swirl and scoop out the excess, just as I do here. Add the water. Mix with a spoon or a whisk until the mixture becomes milky and well combined. Setting your scale to 0 again, and in the same bowl, weigh out your flour. Weigh your salt separately as well. I do this to avoid accidentally adding too much. Add the salt and gently combine it with the flour using a spoon. Mix using a dough hook in a stand mixer until no dry bits remain. The dough will appear rough and shaggy at this stage. Cover the bowl with a damp towel that has been wrung out well and let it rest for 45 minutes. This is the intermission where our dough takes a breather before the next step, referred to as autolyse. Stretch and folds 4 sets. The dough will appear a bit rough and shaggy. With the dough still in the bowl, dampen your hands and begin the stretch and fold. Gently lift a portion from the edge, being careful not to tear it, and fold it over the center. Give the bowl a quarter turn and repeat this motion 3 more times, working your way around the dough until all sides have been folded in and the dough takes on a rounded, ball-like shape. Cover the bowl with a damp towel and repeat this process every 30 minutes, completing 4 to 5 sets in total. With each set, you'll notice the dough becoming smoother, more elastic, and easier to handle. Feel free to transfer the dough to a smaller bowl for easier handling. As the gluten structure strengthens, the dough may also feel firmer and more resistant to stretching. That's perfectly normal. You can use your other hand to gently hold the dough in place as you stretch, especially in the later sets. After the final stretch and fold, let the dough bulk ferment at room temperature for 4 hours. It's been 4 hours, and I can visibly see that my dough has expanded and feels puffy. Once bulk fermentation is complete, it's time to shape your dough. Begin by cleaning your counter with a food-safe disinfectant spray. Once your counter is dry, sprinkle it with flour. Turn the dough out onto the lightly floured surface. Tip the bowl and let gravity help guide it out, gently easing it along without deflating it. Starting with one side, fold it toward the center. Then do the same with the opposite side. You're aiming for a long burrito-like shape. Next, starting at one short end of the dough, roll it up toward the other end, like you're making a giant cinnamon roll. From the side, it should resemble a spiral. Now, using cupped hands, gently rock the dough on the counter while tucking the edges underneath. Final proof. Place the shaped dough into a floured benetton, the French word for proofing basket, or a bowl lined with a floured kitchen towel. Using the stitching method, be sure to tuck and seal any openings in the dough. Cover and let it rest in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Let's get ready to bake. Preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 260 degrees Celsius with the Dutch oven and its lid inside for at least 30 minutes. Gently transfer the dough onto parchment paper, or in this case, a silicone bread sling. Either works well. Instead of all-purpose flour, I prefer using rice flour to prevent the dough from sticking to the proofing basket. It's coarser than all-purpose flour or even bread flour and easier to brush off, either with your hand or a pastry brush. Score the top of the dough using a sharp blade or lame. A simple cut down the center works well, or you can add a touch of artistry by scoring along the side and creating a wheat pattern, which is my personal favorite. After the Dutch oven has preheated for 30 minutes, carefully remove it from the oven. Making sure to be careful, place the dough into the preheated Dutch oven. Bake covered for 20 minutes at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. After 20 minutes, lower the oven temperature to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and bake covered once again for an additional 20 minutes. However, for a deeper crust, you can uncover it for the last 5 to 10 minutes. Use a digital thermometer to check doneness. Your bread is ready when it registers between 200 to 202 degrees Fahrenheit. I hope this recipe inspires you to make your own loaf soon. There's nothing quite like pulling out a fresh baked sourdough loaf from your oven. With its golden crackly crust and light airy crumb, making it is just as rewarding as that first bite. Ready to bake but missing a sourdough starter? Or is your current one falling flat? A lofty rise and beautiful crumb starts with a strong, active starter. My dehydrated sourdough starter is robust, reliable, and ready to help you bake bread that looks as good as it tastes. Order yours today and more at ThymeSaver.com.
Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you here next time on Thyme Saver Kitchen.
If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more sourdough recipes, delicious food ideas, hosting tips, and everyday kitchen inspiration.